bum, bum. This is always the most awkward part anyways at the very beginning because I'm trying to like send out all like the notifications and stuff like that. It says we're live though.
Is there ever a way to like get that share thing before you go live?
I don't know. I think if you schedule them, yes, you can actually send it out properly. Hi everyone, we're figuring out how live streams work.
Hey guys.
I'm here with Matt Mort, who we just finished a secret project that we can't talk about. So stop asking me questions.
What is it, Kyle?
What is it? You know, it's just world domination, that sort of thing. Just give me a moment here so I can send out a tweet about it. Come hang out.
Going out, guys.
At the live stream! Exclamation point. Tweet. Ooh. And let's see, can I do this to Facebook? I just got my new fan page that Matt's been bugging me about for like 3 years.
I did?
I think you always kept asking me, like, are you on? I don't know why. Look at this. See, you are now.
Yeah.
It always defaults to this picture, and I don't know why.
It's a picture of
And it's a
me.
picture of Matt.
With blue hair.
Like that was way back in May when we did that, so
Yeah.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Remembers that the May live stream.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm
That's
gonna.
not good.
I know it's like literally not true.
Yeah.
It's not the May live stream,
Not yet.
but come hang out anyway. Post to Facebook.
Oh wait. Oh, I was gonna say mention me. Like Matt is here though.
I should have said that. Matt is here though. Matt is here.
Great.
Boy, Matt, what is new in your life?
The 4-hour work week. I'm really excited to read it. I really want to read it, but I'm here doing a live stream.
No, I say do a live reading of it. I'm sure it'll be real fun for the viewers. I think we have one person. I thought I saw one person. Yeah, one person watching now. If you do have questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, just leave them in the live chat. We'll get to them eventually. We're going to jump right into some fun and games here before talking about maybe some other topics for like the next 20, 30 minutes. As you know, sometimes I like to play games here on this channel, and one of the games I love is Trivial Pursuit. Now, I haven't ever played this here on the live stream, but I just picked up this one, like super old, retro version of Trivial Pursuit. And nicely enough, they are not from the original edition. Because if you ever play the original edition of Trivial Pursuit, it is real tough if you do not remember what was going on in the early 1980s.
Oh, God.
I have some very specific questions.
Yeah, probably.
So we're not going to throw dice or anything like that. All I'm going to do is open up a nice new pack of cards.
Pack O cards.
That's right. And we're going to see how smart you are. And you can play the home game at home by going and buying Trivial Pursuit. You'll get all the same questions.
Hey, Kyle, while you're opening that.
This is really great for ASMR, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes?
May I ask you my own Trivial Pursuit question?
Sure. What is Trivial Pursuit?
Yeah, I should have asked that. No. Well, it was a different one, because I love YouTube facts. I love YouTube history.
Sure.
Okay. This one's controversial, but...
Oh. Does it involve Logan Paul?
No,
what's going on?
It's not controversial.
Okay.
It might be for a different reason. But what day was YouTube created, founded? What day is YouTube's birthday?
Oh, it's birthday. Valentine's Day?
Of?
Oh, gosh. Would it be 2005?
Yeah, 2005 Valentine's Day.
I didn't know Valentine's Day. That was a shot in the dark.
Yeah, that's what I consider, but YouTube always tweets out and like mentions that it's like May something for some reason.
Maybe that's when Google bought it.
Maybe. I think that's when it was like 2.0 or whatever.
Could be. I know it was 2005 the year because it was literally the year I was graduating university.
Oh.
Yes, that's how old I am. We'll talk about why, but I have lipstick on my hands. That's what I keep trying to rub off of. Okay, Matt, here's our first question. This is for a blue pie wedge, if you were actually playing for it. What country declared it will eliminate all its rats, stoats, and possums by the year 2050?
I think I'm playing HQ right now.
I know, isn't it?
Okay, what was the question? Rats?
It is which country declared that it will eliminate all of its rats, stoats, and possums by 2050? What do the people at home think?
2050.
Yeah. So they want to get rid of some rodents, some pests that are...
Do I get hints?
Sure. I will give you hints.
Okay.
You can ask yes or no questions.
Oh, dang it. I don't know. I thought you were just going to give me hints.
Okay, fine. I'll just give you hints. Okay. It is in the southern hemisphere. Blake in the chat chimes in with thinking that it might be Australia.
That'd be weird. Possums? Why would they want to give you possums?
Possums are so cute and cuddly and really sharp teeth.
Oh.
What's your answer there, Matt?
Well, I was going to say Canada, but it's probably not Canada.
None of it's in the southern hemisphere, nope.
Nope. Unless you flip it upside down.
That's right.
I'm going to go with Australia.
Okay, well, you and Blake are both wrong. Although very close, actually. Actually, you're not that far off.
Okay.
It's New Zealand. Apparently, these invasive species are a threat to native wildlife. This is a great addition, by the way, to Trivial Pursuit because it actually gives you the reasons behind it. It used to not do that. It was just like, here's the answer. I'm like, I wonder why. Yeah. Or like, what's going on with that? Blake answers right. It has to be an island. Although, fun fact for those of you who don't live in Alberta, there is no rats in Alberta. It's the only place in Canada that doesn't because way back in the day, like in the 1950s, we went on a campaign and have killed all the rats in Alberta. I'm sure up north at the border of the Northwest Territories, there's probably a rat that is crossed over in the very south, but as a rule, there's no rats inside of Alberta. Never seen a rat in my life in Alberta. Let's put it that way.
That was my reasoning for saying Canada.
That's right. We'll do one more question before moving on. What's a good one? Here's a good one. Here's for a purple pie wedge. Which type of musical instrument is the hurdy-gurdy? Is it a brass, keyboard, string, or woodwind?
I'm going to go string. Final answer.
String, final answer. You are correct.
Sweet.
You make sounds by turning a wheel that rubs against some strings. That is a hurdy-gurdy. Also, my nickname in high school. Hurdy-gurdy. So... Matt, like I said, we were filming some videos here today. You were playing around with some lipstick, which is really nice. Shout out to the live stream. Do you want me to put on some lipstick? I mean, of course, the answer is going to be yes, but it's here.
It's up to Blake.
It's up to Blake here right now. Fun story is that we're doing this video thing, and this morning I knew I needed to go and get some makeup, so I had to go into the store and ask for lipstick very awkwardly. And then I just spilled my guts. I was like, I'm filming a video, I'm a guy, and I don't know what I'm doing. So nicely enough, they did give me some makeup wipe-off wipes, which have only worked partly because it's still all over my hands here.
The soap did more than
we just covered ourselves in makeup. It was a really weird and wild time.
It was a good time.
What is your outlook, or not outlook, what's your opinion on the whole YouTube drama that's going on right now there, Matt? Let's throw you under the bus.
I never thought that I'd have to talk about any controversial stuff.
I know, I roped you into this.
Okay, well, it sucks. I feel like I, too, if I was making content every single day, I might come across something, if I were to see a dead body, I might see that and holy moly. That's a crazy thing. But also, I don't know how I would react in that situation, if I would keep filming or if I would stop.
I doubt very much that I would continue filming. That's only coming from my point of view.
Yeah. I feel like I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But, I also, I'm curious, what, someone like David Dobrik, who films, every situation and no one knows if things are real or not with him.
Right.
If he would stop it. And I'm also kind of curious too. I'm not really answering the question fully, but
no, that's true.
I'm curious. Someone brought up what if it was a Vice video, Vice made a video on the suicide forest.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, this is where I came across or tried to come across in the last video I made is that it's all about intent with what you're making. You're right. There's this very long. Not long, but there's this Supreme Court decision that happened years ago that people always reference, and it's to do with pornography. I'll get back to the main point here in a second. But the judge at that time says, listen, the people that you're bringing here saying that what you're showing me here is pornography, it's not. And if you try to make me give you a description of what is pornography, I couldn't do it. It's just one of those things, I know it when I see it. type of thing. And that was kind of his ruling. And people use that a lot of times, like, it's hard to define, but you'll know it when you see it. And I feel that this is one of those cases where a documentary showing me the effects and the history and giving me that context of what was going on is one thing. Going to that forest, coming across an actual dead body, and then seemingly making fun of it or making jokes about it is just kind of in poor taste. I'm too liberal to say never make that content, but at the same time, I have no problem if people don't want to see Logan Paul's videos ever again.
Yeah, and I do I have heard that like that is like a natural response of like laughter and stuff.
Sure.
So your body's in shock and doesn't know how to handle the situation like that.
And I think that reaction is fine. I think the failings of the entire system was there was him who filmed it, there was his editor who edited it, and then there's actually someone on YouTube that put it on trending who had to have looked at that video before it goes onto the trending page. So all three of those people kind of supposedly looked at the footage, reviewed it, and was like, yeah, this is okay to upload, or this is okay to promote, which is kind of the scary thing about it.
Yeah. Are trending videos, is that actually like done by the person?
That is what I've learned through this, is that the trending videos has to be a real human being looks at the video and posts it, or it's a real human being who puts things onto the trending list.
Right.
I have a suspicion that they actually didn't watch the video.
Yeah.
But there was a real human being that said, let's put Logan Paul on here because we know he gets views and we know that he's provocative, so let's just put him up there.
Right.
That's my guess. I have no basis in fact on that necessarily, but there you go.
Speaking of facts.
Yeah, speaking of facts, hey, this is for an orange pie wedge. How much of a chef are you? Do you cook very much?
Is it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Correct. I mean, that's not the actual question. I'm just
okay.
asking you personally. How much of a chef are you?
Not.
And not? Okay, well, which pasta is wider? Is it fettuccine or linguine?
Oh, man. Man, this is a tough... fettuccine.
You are correct. Fettuccine. The word means little ribbons in Italian, apparently.
Okay.
And then... Yeah, let's do this one. This is some geography. When East Pakistan separated from West Pakistan, it formed which country?
Pakistan. Oh.
No, Pakistan still exists. They made this new country. What do you got? What would the people at home here think?
Pakistan split.
Yeah.
And thus
this new country emerged.
Born.
Do you know who Sean Ahmed is?
No.
Okay. Well, then that won't help you. That hint. Longtime YouTuber, ran something called the Uncultured Project for many years, but he helped kids from this very country.
Is it Africa?
Is it? Yes, it is the country of Africa.
Yeah.
Blake in the chat there is trying to help you out. He thinks it might be Afghanistan.
I'm going to go on a different route.
Okay.
Or not a different route, but I'm going to say... I don't know. I don't like
Blake says he's terrible at geography. Me and him both. Well, I know what continents most things are in, but knowing exactly where they are situated, it's like I have no idea.
I was going to say Iran, but I'm...
You're going to say Iran?
So far away. I'm going to say Afran.
Afran. That is not a thing.
Okay, I'm just going to...
Bangladesh. Bangladesh is your correct answer.
Well, I was completely wrong.
You were. I love these types of questions. Okay, let's go back to some blue here.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay, yeah, you pick up some... Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, which word derives from an island believed by ancient Romans to be the chimney of their god of fire? Let me reread that. Which word derives from an island believed by ancient Romans to be the chimney of their god of fire?
The word is believed to be?
Yeah, the word...
Is believed.
Basically, what this question is... Let me break this down for you.
It comes from an island where people...
Correct. There is an island that's called something.
Yeah.
That the ancient Romans, what they did is they saw they used this word then to describe a god of fire's chimney. And when you know the answer,
Can
it makes way more sense than when I'm trying to dance
Okay.
around.
Can I know the island?
No, because I will like totally give it away.
Okay.
But I will say this: it is a small island off the coast of Italy.
That doesn't help.
Doesn't help you at all.
Um,
Crete. It's no, it's not. It's not Crete.
the word. I'm supposed to think of the word.
Yeah, you are thinking of the word. And to give it more of a hint, this is a geological structure, a geological thing.
Okay. What was it again? A chimney.
Chimney of the god of fire. What looks like a
Uh,
chimney? That's a natural
natural chimney.
A natural chimney.
A volcano.
You got it. Volcano from the small island called Volcano.
Oh
That's
shoot!
how it uses a U
Okay.
instead of an O at the beginning.
Of course, you couldn't give me that answer.
No. You asked me some questions. What's going on?
For a yellow chip, or what's it called? Or not?
A pie wedge.
For a pink pie wedge.
Nice.
Which deep space TV drama's clamshell communicator inspired Motorola to develop the first handheld mobile phone?
I'm pretty sure that's... Well, okay, so there's a little clamshell thing that they used on this sci-fi TV show that people basically copied for cell phones. It's Star Trek. It has to be Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just looked at the answer and seen which one I know.
Right.
Okay, let's give you a tough one.
Yeah, right from the middle of the pack there.
What else we got? Is it boring? I want a good one.
Well, while you're looking for that, this is some internet history. What do the letters HTML stand for?
Dang it!
I only knew one of them. I knew two of them.
DXT knows this.
Yeah. HTML. Well, let's start with the H. What do you think H stands for? Hyper what? Actually, sorry, you are right. Hyper. What does the T stand for?
Hyper transmitted
No.
link.
No.
HTM. Oh, M. Hyper to max.
Hyper to the max. That is actually the right. No, it's not.
Hyper T. Hyper.
I always think this is a little bit misleading because really, it's HML is kind of what it should be because the H and the T are in the same word.
Hyper ta. Can I get the T?
T, yes. You want me to give you the T?
Yeah, can I?
Text.
Hypertext.
So it's hypertext, and then what does the M and the L stand for?
Hypertext.
Oh, someone in the chat might have actually told you the answer already.
Okay, hypertext markup language.
Oh wow, you're so smart, Matt. Nailed that one.
Thanks. I got one for you. That's not on here.
Sure. What's that?
What's the first YouTube video to ever reach 1 billion views?
Wasn't it the Psy video, music video?
What's it called?
Gangnam Style?
Yeah, alright.
Which is not, I don't think any longer the one with the most views, though.
No,
I think Justin Bieber
it was the
has.
first one, though.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber's not. No.
And I kind of have a problem with those a little bit because...
Music videos?
Well, not music videos in general. Make music videos, that's okay.
Yeah.
But the reason why some of them have so many views on them is because if you have Google Music, it actually counts towards their YouTube views.
Oh.
Which I think shouldn't be true, personally.
Well, another question then, because you don't seem to know.
Yeah.
What is the most viewed video on YouTube?
I thought it was Justin Bieber's video. No, not at all? Not even close?
Despacito.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just recently crossed that.
And it was released in 2017, and it's already at like almost 4,
Well, that's because
4 billion.
it's because people listen to it on Google Music, and then
Yeah.
it makes it like much more.
That's crazy.
Why don't my videos show up on Google Music?
Yeah.
Listen to 5 minutes of some guy trying desperately to understand how the internet works.
Yeah. Well, should we do more trivia, or do you have anything else? Or?
Well, I could paint my face with some lipstick. I don't know if that's really needed here on the internet anymore. Yeah, you asked me a couple more questions. I have a couple more questions for you.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Okay, well, while I look for more questions,
Well, I can ask you a question right quickly.
Okay.
Since I just talked about South Park in my video, in which season of South Park did Cartman, Kenny, Stan, and Kyle start the 4th grade?
God, I think that's a trick question.
It is kind of a trick question.
It's probably season 1, but I'm gonna go.
Well, no, it's not, because I haven't looked at the answer yet.
Why would you? Oh, okay.
Because I haven't looked at it yet, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're in the 3rd grade for most of the show. And then there is a season where they do, like, graduate to the 4th grade, but all the same teachers and stuff.
Then, how many seasons are there? Like 20, 30?
They're going on 20. I think they're about to start their 20th. Anyone else know? Anyone else know any South Park fans out there who know which season?
I'm gonna go on a whim and say 17.
Boom! No, you're wrong. 4th, apparently.
Oh, my instinct was like 3rd.
Yeah.
I was so
I couldn't remember. I knew it was before the 10th season, somewhere in the early years, but I couldn't remember.
Dang it. Okay.
What do you have for me?
Oh, that's interesting. Which Academy Award nominated actor made a 1999 cameo on Sex and the City as one of Carrie's dates?
Oh boy, I have no idea. I've never seen literally a single second of Sex and the City.
I wouldn't get this.
But okay, so we know that there is a date. I'm guessing he's a male who was nominated for an Academy Award and then guest starred on this. I'm trying to think if I know any guest stars that were on that show. I don't think I do. Dustin Hoffman.
No, Bradley Cooper.
Bradley. Oh, well, that's a little bit. He wasn't nominated until after that show was off the air.
Yeah.
That's a little bit.
I should have mentioned that.
White asparagus is green asparagus that hasn't been exposed to the sun. Is that true or false?
Okay.
What does that mean?
It seems like a fact.
It seems like a fact. So
white
you're saying
asparagus?
True? White asparagus
I've never heard of white
is
asparagus.
green asparagus that hasn't been exposed to the sun.
It's probably a trick question, but I'm going to say yes.
You're going to say true?
True.
It is true. Most asparagus eaten in Europe is white.
Huh.
So there you go.
Interesting.
Interesting. All these are mildly interesting facts that you can throw at your loved ones here.
Okay. Have you seen Freaks and Geeks?
I have.
Okay. I was trying to think of a Freaks and Geeks trivia question.
Who starred on Freaks and Geeks?
Yeah. Who appears in the last episode of Freaks and Geeks, but no other episode?
Okay.
We're
looking at an actor?
Makes a cameo. Yeah, an actor that makes a cameo in the last episode. I don't know how to make it.
Is it
more
Paul
specific.
Rudd? No. I'm thinking something else.
He's in that, but no. He's a part of the team that is like takes, or the government or whatever. He's a part of the government or CIA.
Government. I can't remember. Is he a famous person?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Should I give you one movie?
Yeah.
I think of one. Dodgeball.
Is it Ben Stiller?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ben Stiller. Okay. All those people know everyone in them. That's why, you see all those actors appear in everyone else's movies because they're all friends. All right. Well, give me one more question. I'll give you one more question.
Okay.
You have any good ones on yours?
I was looking for good answers.
How much do you know about Beethoven? Actually, you might know this one. The band Mudhoney, Alice in Chains, and Nirvana were all part of which grubby, long-haired, Seattle-based music scene in the 90s?
Sorry, say that again?
So the bands Mudhoney, Alice in Chains, and Nirvana were all part of which grubby, long-haired, Seattle-based music scene in the 90s?
Music scene?
Basically, they were just asking what
like
movement.
Grunge?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It should be grunge, yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Which animated image format was invented in 1987 by Steve Wilhite, an engineer at CompuServe?
Sorry, what language?
Which animated image format was
It
invented?
was the GIF or the GIF.
Correct. And he says it's pronounced GIF.
Yeah, he does come down very, very hard. Okay, we'll do one last one, and then we'll wrap it up. But I thought this was interesting as I put my card down.
Okay.
How many time zones does China use? 1, 3, 5, or 7?
I'm gonna say
Big country, China.
5.
He's going to say he uses 5. So here is the really frustrating part of this question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually very curious to see if anyone else has any answers here. I'm going to wait 2 seconds before I reveal the answer. Here's the frustrating part of your answer there, Matt, is that technically you're right, but realistically you're wrong. So China only uses 1 time zone. Geographically, they are part of 5 time zones, but they only use 1 that's set in Beijing. So basically Beijing says this is the time in China, and that is just what the time is in China. It would be like if people said there's like whatever the time is in Toronto, it's just what the time is in Canada. Without worrying about anything. So it would be like super dark in one area of the country at like 1 p.m. And then like super light at other areas.
That's so weird.
Those Chinese people always doing weird things.
I'm right.
What's that?
At least I'm right.
You are technically correct. The best type of correct. Well, we've talked about some stuff on the YouTubes. We've put some makeup on. We've asked each other questions. Hopefully you found a little bit of stuff to like here. This is a little bit of a different feel to most of my live shows, but I'll be back next month. For my Patreon viewers, I will be doing another live stream later on this afternoon because Matt and I are going to go for some lunch because I'm soups hungry. And then that's where it's going to be. What if people liked you, which is weird, but if they did, how can they find you on the internet?
You can search Matt Mort on YouTube. You can also find me on most things with Matt's Vlogging. MattsVlogging. Or on Facebook, I think I'm just Matt Mort or Matt Mort Creator or whatever. Sick.
Yeah, you're super all over that the social media game. Do you listen to any podcasts yet or no?
I mainly just listen to David Dobrik and Jason Nash's podcast, Views.
My goodness. This guy's all about the David Dobrik over here.
I am. Other than that, not... Well,
I should ask, actually. We're going to be wrapping up here for like another 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm curious, Blake, because I know who you are that's watching there in the comments. I'm curious if you've actually listened to the setup episode for the 3rd arc of Adventure Zone. Because I'm interested to see if you are down with the new arc, because I like where it's going, but haven't listened to any episodes yet. Anyways.
No. I also started listening, kind of only like 1 episode in, but Super Mega.
Who does that?
It's a YouTube channel. They do gaming, but they also do like live action vlogs and other things.
Okay.
But they're very funny guys, and they do well with editing. Their vlogs are edited super well and hilarious. Yeah. They also edit for Game Grumps, if you know Game Grumps.
Yeah, I do know them. Yeah.
And they edit for like a bunch of other channels. But
who do you think is the most underrated YouTube channel currently?
It was Elle of the Mills, but now she's getting a lot of recognition.
Nice.
I really like Gabriel. I don't know if he's posted. He doesn't post consistently, but Gabriel something. He used to make vines, but he's also a part of a band called Fat Night, and they make sweet songs, and he makes great videos.
I know you're totally into the music scene here too. I haven't even heard of him, so that's how out of the loop I am.
You've probably seen like
maybe
he made one like a few vines of like a guy who likes music, but like or like doesn't understand music, but he tries to like music. You know?
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Who are some good indie musicians that you're all about?
Well, Fat Night is good. Do you mean bands or just
like, band singers, mini musicians?
Well, I like
who are you playing with now? Yeah, you should. Okay, so Matt invited me over to a house party.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt so out of place because I was like the oldest person there by like 15 years probably. So I was like, but having said that, even though I was awkward and I'm terrible in situations where I don't know anyone except for one other person, I was super impressed by the music there.
Yeah.
specifically the time that you played drums, like loved what they were doing.
Yeah. That's good.
I should actually download their music, and then now that I've said that I've liked them so much.
Yeah, dude. We're actually working on some stuff. Handmade. It's a band I'm a part of.
That's what they're called, Handmade?
Yeah.
What were they called before, though? Or what band were they a part of?
Nothing. Like the one that I drum for? Or a different
one? But wasn't there another band that...
There's Fox Slept the Day Away, which
That's what I'm thinking. Fox Slept a Day Away.
Yeah.
And that's with Connor as a part of that?
That's Connor
still?
and, friends, yeah.
Yeah.
But the one that we're working on is, Connor's side project, which is almost kind of become, a main project. He's got me to drum for it, and now it's becoming, a big thing. And,
cool.
There's, more musicians a part of it. So,
Are you going to be performing at some point in the future?
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know if we're doing anything this month, but...
Do you make any YouTube videos about that?
Yeah, I'm making a video of me learning drums and trying to become a good drummer, subjectively, I guess. I just need to work on my content a lot more.
I know this might make Matt blush a little bit, but I'm kind of a super fan of Matt Mort in many different ways. I think you just have such a unique style in your videos, and I know you haven't really posted anything in the last 2 months, but you should. And you should feel bad if you're not posting more.
It's been 5 months.
It's been 5 months.
I posted a birthday video, but that doesn't
right.
really count. It's just a simple, quick thing.
But anyway, this is the longest sign off in the world. Thanks everyone for watching. We're going to end this off. And
thanks, Blake.
Yeah, thanks, Blake. Thanks for playing along at home. And be nice to each other. Don't slam things on the table. Buy Trivial Pursuit. Not a sponsor, but could be if you play your cards right. Or your pie wedges right. Whichever. All right, we're going to stop.